The big news this morning is, of course, CEO and Chairman of EaseMyTrip, Nishant Pitti, has posted on social media that there was no promoter selling of the stock. He's also announced that his brother Rikant would take over as CEO of the company while he himself would continue as chairman. Hiral has the details, and we're hoping to speak with Nishant Pitti in a minute from now.
That's coming in from the management. What he's come out and said is that, one, he's given up the role of a CEO, though he has retained the position as chairman. Now, what his role is going to be is mainly to shape their future and drive international expansion. And Nishant Pitti, who stepped in as CEO, will be leading the day-to-day operations and driving their vision forward. So day-to-day operations is not something that Nishant will continue with. Now, from there on, the most important thing that he's confirmed over here is that there is no promoter selling. The sale that he's done with around 1.4% stake, that is with regards to personal reasons. But beyond this, he has no intention to sell further. But again, from 2021 to now, the kind of promoter stake that has come down to almost 48%, that is one key question that we need to ask them as well from here on. Secondly, yes, they have been operating profitably since inception, and this is with a no convenience fee model. Their focus is going to be on global expansion and entering new verticals like corporate travel as well as luxury tourism, with leveraging AI, data analytics, etc. And they're promoting eco-friendly travel. In fact, we have Nishant Pitti with us on the phone line as well. Nishant, good morning, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show to get a clarification as well. Firstly, we would like to understand as to what is the need or the reason for the change in leadership that has happened right now, where you continue as chairman and you have Rikant who takes over as CEO from a CFO.
Good morning. So Rikant will be taking care as a CEO of the company. I'll be still and will be taking care as a chairman of the company. As you rightly mentioned, that we are looking for expansions into different diversions. So for international expansion, I'll be the one who will be taking care of the international expansion, putting the pedal into the organic as well as inorganic growth of the company. And related to your selling part, we confirm that there's no more selling from the promoter side. And still, you must appreciate the fact that you mentioned that we are a bootstrap company when we didn't have any investors before on our table. We are 100% owned by us, but between the family. The company was belonged to us. Now we are just going ahead with the different dimension and there will be like massive hiring into the senior management team also. So it can be properly professional given company. That's the whole objective.
Have there been concerns that you've seen from FIs and DII investors, and that is one of the reasons why you're taking a change in leadership or change in strategy? Because from listing to now, you've seen not only promoters, but even FI and DII stakes that have reduced.
So we listed at a market cap of 2,000 crores. Right now, we are trading somewhere around 5,500 to 6,000 crores. So of course, like in 3 years of time, we have delivered what we have done in the company, which has been shown into the stock prices also.
Nishant, very good morning.
Focus is like
No, please continue your point and then I'll come in.
Yeah. So what we are doing right now, we will be focusing into after our December results, we'll be focusing into the meetings and institution investors in the domestic mutual fund houses. Again, we'll be starting the road shows and other things to create the thing which you asked for.
Okay, so a couple of things, Nishant, and thank you so much for the time that you've given us here at NDTV Profit. And, we're asking these questions on behalf of investors who's wondering what's going on with the company. You mentioned that will be no more promoters selling. Can you explain the rationale behind the selling that we saw so far? Because a previous post of yours talked about some selling for personal reasons. Obviously, whatever you're comfortable sharing, but can you give us a sense of what the strategy was or the thought was behind the promoter selling that we saw thus far?
As I mentioned before also, we were still, if you compare, tell me one company in the e-commerce space, into the B2C segment particularly, who still have 50% promoter holding. You will not find it. All the companies which are into e-commerce space have to dilute their stakes just to raise money. And we are a bootstrap and a profitable since inception company. So it was certain things which are being required by the family. So these are the things which have been done. So there are no more further selling, and the expansion part is on the way. Like the company is focused on sending international presence and exploring new markets, while also strategically acquiring this complementary businesses to accelerate our growth. This dual approach allows EaseMyTrip to diversify its offering and expand its global footprints, positioning itself as more comprehensive travel solution provider across the globe.
So going forward, will you look at increasing stake? You're saying no more selling. Would you look at increasing stake in the future?
I can't say on that part right now, but my focus remains firmly on EaseMyTrip growth, and I'm fully committed to supporting an expansion and success.
Right. So Nishant,
Which
one
is aligned
point
to our company's long-term success also.
Right. Nishant, so you made a point with regards to focusing on international business. Will international business also be a part of EaseMyTrip under the same company, or will it be into a separate entity?
Absolutely
How
correct.
are you looking at it?
Absolutely correct. The international businesses, or the hotel vertical, or the rail vertical, or the buses, or the cabs, name anything into the travel segment. Everything will be parked under EaseMyTrip banner only.
Okay.
They will not be separate entity. Of course, we are looking to acquire certain companies. There can be a big company announcement like which we are still negotiating, or we're just talking to. There might be certain companies which will be acquiring. But for the expansion part, everything will be under EaseMyTrip banner only.
Okay, so that's an interesting update, Nishant, that you are looking at inorganic growth and acquisitions through this year. I just want to get a sense from you on the kind of diversification which was announced last year as well, EV buses for one. And are you re-looking at those strategies and having a razor focus now on the core business?
That's correct. So we are leveraging technology and optimizing to cost and enhance the user experience. We are investing in AI-driven tools to personalize travel experiences, entering in new verticals as corporate and luxury tourism. We're expanding into international. We're using AI and data analytics to predict consumer insights. And we are also exploring blockchain for transaction transparency and the loyalty program for our platform, which we didn't have till now. We'll be focused on majorly on the tech-driven travel solutions. And of course, we are supporting local communities and tourism initiatives also.
Right. Nishant, my question coming to you with regards to where unrelated business goes in terms of EVs, what is the expertise that the company has to pursue an unrelated business like this?
As I just mentioned, that we are hiring, and we would be a non-asset heavy business. We'll be stick to that now.
So would you be outsourcing? So Nishant, I'll interrupt you. Would you be outsourcing the EV expansion plans or the entry into EV?
We are already acquired a company like 3 years back by the name of YOLO Buses, which is operating under EaseMyTrip brand only. This 100% subsidiary of EaseMyTrip. So they already have 50 to 60 buses running as of now. So we would be expanding that business by the virtue of EV. So that business will also curtail and increase the benefits on the revenues part portion of EaseMyTrip.
Okay. And Nishant, with regards to the recent fundraise which has been approved by the board worth 1,000 odd crores, what is the utilization plan on that front? Is it going to be for the international business? Is it going to be for the EV business? How are you looking at it?
Majority of it would be for the acquisition purpose, which will be told and which will be clarified as and when it's being done.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Nishant. Thank you for your time and answering all of our questions. And clearly, what you're saying today has calmed nerves on the street. The stock up about 6.5% on EaseMyTrip.com.